Let me just slide on in here. I'll sneakily slide on in here. Like a sneaky snake. Like a black viper. Boom, da-doo, da-doo. Boom, da-doo, da-doo. Boom, da-doo, da-doo. Boom, da-doo, da-doo. Good morning. Good marsning. I don't know if anyone's in here. Do we got any early birdies? Any early birdies? Hope we had at least a few, but even if we don't, I got a job to do. I gotta tell y'all about Idle Champions. I've got some leftover questions from yesterday morning. Let me get through these real quick. Nobis. I'm about to unlock my first two patrons. With which one should I go first? Murder Vajra, Mert. I say Mert. Mert's easier to unlock. Mert's also easier to deal with. The additional stage goals for Mert variants are lower than the additional stage goals for Vajra variants. Mert's a good practice patron, basically. Get started with Mert. Honda Hero 21. Question. If you can say, we'll see. I bought a number of wild offers. Cool. They are really good. Nice. Good for you. But my question, now that you actually work at CNE, does your creator code still work? I've been using yours and Gar's, figuring you two are mostly volunteering your time for us players. Thank you. Oh! Thank you, Honda Hero. Yeah, Honda Hero's talking about my Epic Game Store creator code, which I have by virtue of having a lot of Twitch followers. So, yes, my EGS creator code is Storyteller Mars, all one word. And basically, if you just, put that in when you're making a purchase on the Epic Game Store platform, then it kicked back a little bit of money toward me. So, that's helpful for directly supporting me. Thank you. I appreciate your consideration. Gar has one too. Yep. Still works. Joe Mallow. Now that we've covered pity timers for gold chests, do silver chests have a hidden pity timer for rare equipment? No. No, they do not. Good question. Fair question. But no. Hello, Blorgy. Oh, hey, Jad. I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you on Discord. I just realized. Yesterday is busy. CNE keeps me very busy. Now that this is literally my job. Oh, thank you, Jad. Thanks for understanding. Oh my god, I'm a moron. I forgot to grab tea. Nobody panic. Nobody go anywhere. I still have a minute. I still have one. Uno minuto. I'm okay. It's okay. Nobody panic. It's fine. Let go. Let go. I can tell you what happened. It's because I have a whole new box of tea, and I was going to show that off, and I forgot to make actual tea for myself. But I'm good now. I made hot water and just forgot to put a tea bag in. That's like the third time I've done that in a week. Speaking of forgetting things, where's my script? There we go. I'm a mess today. Whew. I blame it on the dreams I had. They were a little intense. Alright. Oh, and what's up, Noxang? What's up, Maelstrom? Okay, let's do this. It's enough with the welcomes. Let's go. Let's go. Greetings, champions. Welcome to Mars Guiding Hand. I am Mars, and this is Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a free-to-play, officially licensed Dungeons & Dragons strategy management game from Codename Entertainment. On this show, we take a look at the latest content, discuss strategies, and answer any questions that you may have about the game. So get cozy, get a cup of tea, and join me for a couple of hours as we take a deeper look at all things Idle Champions. Today is Wednesday, December 8th, and on this 91st episode of Mage Hand, we're going to be talking about pretty much whatever we want. We've got a very exciting thing to look forward to later today. It's Event Day, baby! Event Day, baby! So, later today, we're going to have another episode of Mage Hand. If you like my show, check out this other guy who's later today. He looks exactly like me. And he's going to be talking about the event when that's actually live. It's not live yet, so I can't really talk about it yet, but I can tell you to look forward to it. It should be fun. I'm very excited about the new character. Anyway, yeah. Welcome. It's good to see everybody. Hello, D-Steve. Hello, Garth. Hello, Reaver. Yeah, double Mars. That's right. That's right. Ooh, you know what? I should get my Epic game going as well, so we can switch to that new player juicy content. It's gonna be forever and a day until I can actually unlock Xeraphon on this new account, but I'm looking forward to collecting all the evergreens eventually. Let's see how far I've managed to progress with offline progress on the new account. Not far, I'd imagine. Oh, progressed from area 45 to 45. Cool. Idled for 22 hours. Nice. Nice. You know what? Let's go ahead and jump over to the other game so you can see it. Boom. There you go. Welcome back. Welcome back to Untitled Champions of the Epic Game platform. Oh, you're going to show me how to switch? You're going to show me how to switch? Thank you, Tutorial Dwarf. Thank you. Yes. Yes, I already know how to switch. That's why it was on Hitch already instead of Delana. Cool. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tutorial Dwarf. Great. Good stuff. Okay, now then, let's spend, so when I start a new account and I'm looking at upgrading people, I take a look at my gold, I say that I have E12, so I'm going to go ahead and buy all of the E10 upgrades that I see. I'm going to take Master of Piracy for even more gold find. I'm just going to continue grabbing all the E10 upgrades. Looks like those are all done now. And let me just get click damage up to a nice round number. Just because I like that, and it makes me feel better. There we go. Okay. This is the last day that we have to deal with this annoying little text box here. So, endure it for now. It'll be gone on the morrow. What that is, in case you don't know, like maybe you're a new player, if you click on this, Year's End Festival, sorry to say you've missed out on the past several days if you weren't aware of this already, but you can at least grab the final year-end chest that's available today. It's just free stuff. We're in the tail end of our year-end celebration, which feels weird because we have shows that are after this, right? Like there's more game content coming and there's more shows coming. So it's an acknowledgement of the end of the year being in sight and not literally the end of the year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got a potion of polish in it, which is a big prize. You don't want to miss that. Okay, now I'm going to carefully grab some E11s that I want. Like, this is a shielding upgrade for Calliope, so I'll grab that one. And there's more health for Nayeli, so I'll grab that one. You know, I can probably get most of these. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, we're still good. Still good. Okay, we got all the E11 upgrades. Now do I want E12s? Yeah, I'll take the all-champ damage here. Okay. Minsk, are you a better DPS? Oh, only barely. With some more levels on this boy, he will absolutely be a better DPS, but for now, just slightly. Ooh, Hitch though. Oh, Hitch though. Oh, Hitch though. Immediately jumps ahead. Okay. Oh, is this Orkira song? Yep. One problem at a time. Raise your hand if you attended the finale of Heroes of the Plains last night. I did. Who else was there? Reaver. Star Chaser. What's this duck season, wabbit season going on in chat? It's amusing. Is it because we're getting the Herringon champion today? Oh, it was an overstipulation day? Oh, I'm sorry, Doorbell. I get that. Yeah. I won't do spoilers, but it was a good show. It was a good show. The wedding was beautiful. I won't say anything more, but if you decide to watch it, be advised. I'm pretty sure every single one of them breaks down crying at some point. So if that's intense, if that's heavy for you to deal with, be aware. But it was beautiful in every way. You know, I feel like I could probably sing this song even at the highest speed. Get really into it for that matter. I've actually I have this. You know how I play with the lyrics of Bardic Inspiration songs? If you've been around the show long enough, you know that I like to play around with the lyrics of the Bardic Inspiration songs. And the one that I've been thinking about for this is like a darker version, like an evil Orkira version. I've only got like the first verse that's been bubbling in my head so far, but like I find myself singing it. It's spooky scary. Don't forget code. It's part of an ongoing like gag this week. On Monday, the code was Mars on Monday. On Tuesday, it was also Tuesday. And now it's and Wednesday too. You can assume the joke will continue the rest of the week, but those codes haven't been made yet, so you can't guess at it. Even if you guess it correctly, it won't give you anything. Because we haven't actually made the codes yet. So don't get too excited there. Okay, audio video is good. Excellent. You know what? I'm turning off this center light. I have 3 lights. 5 if you count my overhead and the sun. I've got a window right there. But these 2 key lights work better, I think, in general. They're less harsh on my eyes. I have a ring light in the center that's just like the Eye of Sauron. There are 4 lights. It was my focus on making the main damage dealer. Currently Hitch, but it's probably going to shift around. Because, like, in this situation, having Minsk hit multiple things at the same time is good. And now I'm going to switch back to Hitch for just hitting a single target with higher DPS overall. See, it would have taken longer for Hitch to wear down one enemy at a time, but if I just move Minsk in there, then he can do it real quick, and then I can switch back to Hitch. Alright, that's stage 50 for the first time. Jay, is helping me in chat today instead of Martin. Martin's taking a little break because early mornings. Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Maybe my worst enemy, but not my second worst enemy. Jay is catching your questions and putting them in a question document for me, so please hit me up with your questions, and I'll get to them when I get to them. I aim for a goal of 50 questions every episode. Sometimes I get more, which happened yesterday, actually, with time to spare, for that matter, so it was fantastic. But Jay, if you would, please, Jay, please, can we have a poll? I would like a poll, please, Jay, if you would. Let's let chat decide if I should continue this first adventure, this non-tutorial adventure, my first foray into the game, really, to see how far I can push, or if I should complete and start a new adventure. I'll let it run for now, but yeah. Please. And it can just be like 1 minute, 2 minute, whatever you feel like is right. Just let people vote on it and I'll do what they say. Die, bird. Okay, so let's get started with the questions while we're waiting on the results of that poll. What is today's tea? That's the first question every time. Today's tea is Peppermint Peak from Celestial Seasoning. My voice cracked there for a second. Peppermint Peak by Celestial Seasonings. That's good tea. A little bit of product placement. I should get sponsors. I should get sponsors from tea companies for this show. All this free publicity I keep giving them. I have one familiar on this account, Grail-shaped. Yes, I have Mage Hand. You can see it right here. Because, by virtue of opening an Electrum Gem, an Electrum chest, I got a pile of 100 gems. That helped me afford the 250 gem cost of a Mage Hand real early. The familiar dialogue doesn't even appear on screen until you've reached a certain point. The familiar button right here doesn't even show up on the screen until you reach a certain point in any adventure for the first time, and then it's on your screen forever. But it still exists. The button still exists, even if you don't see it. So I was able to purchase the Mage Hand and then use the Mage Hand by holding the F key on my keyboard to bring up the familiar quick placement overlay. And from here, I could just put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. Star Chaser, did you enjoy the wedding last night? Ha! I did! It was lovely. A beautiful occasion with amazing people, but, well, I shouldn't say but, I should say and, because, like, not to derail, not to devalue the occasion, I will say and, watching the culmination of years of work between several creators working in tandem to tell a story that moved them and the chat to tears. I went to bed last night with a mighty hunger to stream D&D again. I want to be a part of something like that so badly. So badly. But we'll have to see what life makes of it. What time and opportunities that I have. D. Steve, question. A few days ago, I discovered blessings. Aha! I've been bouncing between blessing up and grinding free runs to rebuild Divine Gold Find. Is there a good balance, or is one better than the other? Gold Find first, then blessings, for example. So, ultimately, you're going to want all of the blessings in the game. Ultimately, your favor is going to be more than enough to afford all of the blessings a million times over. So a good rule of thumb to follow. In the Blessings tab here, you see how it says Warnings Enabled? There's a little checkbox here. Make sure that's checked. And then when you're spending your favor, if the warning comes up to say, whoa, buddy, hey, buddy, you're about to spend a lot of your favor right there, buddy. You sure about that? Abide by the warning. Don't ignore it. Basically, if your level of experience with the game is such that you feel the need to ask, how do I weigh buying blessings versus saving up favor, then you are not ready to turn that warning off. That's what it boils down to. If you have to ask, then you're not ready to ignore the warning. Of course, you do you. Make your own decisions. I'm just expressing my opinion. And if yours differs from mine, cool. Cuffbox. Morning, Mars. Hey! Can I ask if there's an issue with huge potions vanishing? I'm 90% sure I've had some just poof from inventory. What? I have never heard of that. Years of playing this game, and I have never heard of that being a thing. Chat, real quick, has anyone else experienced this? Has anyone else experienced huge size potions? That's the epic ones. Epic, huge potions just straight up vanishing from your inventory. I have never seen this, and I've never heard of anyone else talking about this. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Once I use them, they vanish. Okay, well, that's working as intended then. Right. So, if that's happening to you, Cuffbox, please submit a ticket. If you don't know how to do that, look down here. See where my cursor is? I'm rotating it so you can see my cursor. It's down here in the bottom right. This question mark, support button, comes up with this window that says support will open a new browser tab. Click OK, and then just follow the prompts. You'll be able to submit a ticket that way, and that is the bug report that you are filing to Sean and Taylor, who will take a look at things, figure out what's going on, and fix it. So thank you for your report. Make sure to actually file that in as a ticket. But yeah, I've never heard of that before. Monkey Porter, 1983. Question. This is going to be my first event. Nice! And I saw someone asking when the event is. It's in a little less than 5 hours from now. Okay? So come back in like 4.5 hours if you want to do the event. But also stay for the show, please. The viewer numbers. Don't leave. Yeah. But this is going to be my first event, says Monkey Porter. Any tips for getting event gems? Event tokens? I have a bit of an idea what's going on from cursory readings and having played Zini's other idle game a long time ago. Oh, you've played, I assume, Crusaders or Bushwhacker? So if you're coming from, let's say, Crusaders, Idle Champions is basically a reskin and huge glow-up of Crusaders. In my opinion. They have since kind of evolved apart from one another, but if you go look at like early Idle Champion stuff and look under the hood, then you can see like, oh, this is in a lot of ways a lot like Crusaders. Like even the way that things are referred to internally, like using the same terminology. But anywho way, you're asking for tips for getting event tokens. So the event tokens are what's used for paying for doing adventures, variants, and free plays while an event is live. And you get them at a fixed rate, okay? They changed it a while ago. It used to be very conveniently 2 per minute, like 1 per 30 seconds, but they changed it to be, like, slightly more than that a while back, and now I can never remember the exact numbers. It's very specific, it's very granular, so I don't like it. It used to be easier to just say, like, yeah, 2 per minute, but not anymore. It's a little bit more than that now, but essentially it's 2 per minute. Even if your game's turned off, you'll still be getting them at the same rate. Even if you stall out, like this, on a boss or something, when you start killing things again, you will quickly catch up to what you're supposed to be at. The game knows how many tokens you're supposed to have, and it will correct itself. Oh, it's every 25 seconds. Ugh. Why couldn't it have been every 30? That was so much easier to remember. Thank you, J-Dog. Yeah. That being said, a good way to get more event tokens is to use these. Bounty contracts. It says, claim a bounty worth 30 minutes of offline gold earnings. Also awards event tokens if an event is running. So, save those up and wait for when an event is live. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, chat voted to continue pushing this adventure. So that is what I am doing, in case it wasn't already obvious. Ooh, I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it. Oh, and down she goes. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need to farm a little bit more. Demon Gorgon with his baleful gaze will devour the world at the end of days. Demon Gorgon, the sibilant beast, the whole multiverse will be its feast. Demon Gorgon, Prince of the Abyss. Demon Gorgon, I forgot the words. Forgive me that. It's an extremely catchy song. It's very difficult to resist the allure of singing along. Demogorgon is fantastic. Right. But getting bounty contracts, to answer your question. Bounty contracts can reward you with just buckets of event tokens if you use them during an event. But make sure to wait for the event to be live. So then, this begs the question, well, how do you amass bounty contracts so that you can do that? Gem farming. Chest farming. Exactly what I'm doing with my main account right now. I'll switch back to that real quick. Boop. There you go. So you'll see that I have my speed team just grinding out Cursed Farmer on endless repeat. They have done 23 automatic resets of going to stage 530 and resetting and going again. And I'm using all my speed champions with all their speed specializations, speed feats, whatever they might need. My fast Modron core as well, so they go even faster. And yeah, just vroom, 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 vroom. Gotta get those bags per hour, as some people call it. Let's claim today's final year-end chest on this account while my background team my epic team is just farming up. Yeah, I'll check back on my background team later, but for now, boosh! Ah yeah, 500 Modron component pieces. Huge potion of speed. The most sought-after epic potion of the standard potions. Time gate piece. Large bounty contract, that's what I'm talking about. You want, like, a ton of these. Potion of polish. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Real quick. Alright, chat, pay attention. Here's my team. Here's my whole squad. So, I'm gonna use my Potion of Polish. If anyone can guess the exact champion and like item slot number that the Potion of Polish lands on, I will give you a prize. We'll figure it out on Discord or something. I'll reach into my bag of prizes that I have personally collected, and I will give you a prize from my own collection. I don't do this very often. But, you know, it's Crimble's time, so I'm in the giving mood. Alright, there's everybody. So I've had those up for like a minute now. That's long enough. Okay, let's try this. Here we go. Potion of Polish. Ready? Go! It's Birdsong, Sword, Handy Sword of Sharpness, which is Birdsong slot 1. So I'm going to scroll up through chat here. And now I'm going to look down through chat. I'm checking this myself. Oh, someone guessed Birdsong slot 2! 2 people guessed Birdsong 2. Oof! You were close. Loki said Birdsong 1. But that was after. Thank you for being honest and saying you faked it, Loki. I appreciate that. That was funny. You made me laugh, which is a victory in its own way. Thank you for playing along, chat. That was a fun little diversion. That was good. Jester Josh, should you use your 6 Potion of Polish inventory? In my opinion, yeah. But I mean, you don't have to. Some people say that it's better to hold off on using your Potions of Polish until you have fully shinied all of your evergreen champions. So like your core 12, including like Brunor and Celeste, but also including unlockable evergreens like Dritz and Azaka. Our newest friend, Xeraphon. Another one. I feel a sneeze coming on. I'm trying to resist it. Yeah. But in my opinion, not just use them. Oh, no worries, Irian. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Good to have you. Okay, back to questions. Hey, Super Steve. I haven't been watching Heroes of the Plains. Which characters got married? Spoilers. I am about to state spoilers for the Heroes of the Plains live play D&D group. If you wish to avoid hearing these spoilers, mute me for about 10 seconds. I'll give you a thumbs up when we're good. Ready? Okay. In the Heroes of the Plains, the characters that got married are Freely and Penelope. The half pints became a whole pint, and it was lovely and adorable. It was very, very good. Okay. Welcome back, people. Blah, 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 blah. We gotta do gibberish for the captions. Go away, captions. Get out of here, captions. No. No. Defeated. I am defeated. The captions. Gosh. I tried. I'm so sorry. Mute me, but I have closed captions. Yeah, I've learned a lesson there. It's all fun and games. Reaver, question, how many bounty contracts do you have for your new account to use with the event? Just checking that real quick while they're still grinding on in the background. I have 2 smalls and 2 mediums bounty contracts. I also have 200 gems that I could spend on silvers. Silvers won't give me any bounty contracts, though, so that's not great. Yeah, so I have 2 smalls and 2 mediums. Jester, question, do you have a champion, Lawrence or Kira? Yes and no. On my main account, this account, I absolutely have an extremely strong Orkira. This is my Orkira. She's very powerful because she's full shiny and or golden. Fully gilded. But if you mean on my new account, No. Not yet. I will be unlocking Orkira. Probably sooner as opposed to later, because she's one of the strongest supports in the game. Oh, Jester, did you mean, do I have a character in the game? Like Lauren, who works for CNE, has her character in the game. Oh, okay, yeah. Do you have a character that is yours? Thank you for the follow-up, Jester. No. I really want to. I've wanted to for a long time. If you don't know me, once upon a time, I was just another random person who found a D&D video game and started playing it. September 22nd, 2017, I started playing Untitled Champions of Forgotten Realms because I was like, it's a D&D video game. I'll try it for 2 weeks and move on. And I didn't move on. I didn't. I kept going. I kept going very hard. I started helping the community, answering questions, making my presence known, making visual aid resources to help with people. I started live streaming it on my own channel, and eventually asked CNE for a job, and they said, well, we can't give you a job, but we'll give you a show on our channel. Okay. And I did that for a while, and then they hired me part-time to keep doing my show, as well as moderate and produce our other shows. And now, as of last week, I am a full-time employee, where I do the show 6 times a week and moderate and produce all of our other shows as well. So that entire time, ever since, like, year 1, I have decided, God, I want a character in this game. I want to make a character and put them in this game. But I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I have clawed my way up the ladder from just some random person playing the video game to actually working to produce the video game that I love so much. But I don't have a character in it yet. Not yet. One day. I hope. And Gar as well, I hope, very much. Because if any other person deserves it, it's 100% Gar. Alright. I'm gonna get off my selfish ego ladder that I've been climbing for a minute here. I'm gonna get off that soapbox and go back to being on topic. Anyway. Monkey Porter. So for event tokens, it makes no difference if you use them in the early levels or later ones, right? That's correct. If all you want is the event tokens, then yeah. If you care about the gold that you get from it, then you should use it in later levels. But if you only care about your event tokens, then yeah, use them whenever. Stage 1, stage 1 million, doesn't matter. God, can you imagine? Can you imagine if this game goes on long enough that people are like, yeah, so I beat stage 1 million the other day. Oh! I can't even fathom what the game state would look like at that point. Oh my gods. You would need a lot of speed, Messidoval, absolutely. Yeah, Briv jumping hundreds of stages at a time. Woo! That'd be cool, though, huh? Long live Idle Champions! I hope we reach that point. That might take years and years and years, though. Can you imagine me being, like, 50-year-old man? Welcome to Idle Champions! I am Mars! Archmage! Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Cuffbox, event tokens. Are we just talking map currency for blessings? Maybe you haven't played for an event yet, lol. Oh, yeah, there is another currency that comes into effect in the game only while an event is live. So you'll see that later today. in, 4 hours and 25 minutes. You'll see that later today. There's another type of event of currency, and it's referred to collectively as event tokens, but each event's event tokens are specific. Like, I don't know, one of them uses fish. One of them uses fish as the event token. You gotta collect fish and spend them, to access the event. But so there's 17 events, so there's 17 different event currencies. You accrue them naturally just over time, so basically there's a set amount. It's like, I think, roughly 36,000 event tokens that every player would get by the end of an event. So you have guaranteed that many tokens by the end of it, because you just get them over time. Oh yeah, Maelstrom, my mouth said one thing and my brain meant another. Yeah, I should have said like 70, 80, 90 or something, yeah. Oh, let me switch back to... Oh, before I switch back, I feel like opening up some chests. So, as you know, I did a Neris time gate. Back on Monday, I had chat vote for what time gate I do, and chat voted for a Neris time gate. We managed to reach stage, like, 1,180, I think, was my highest, which was also my highest of all time. You guys got to see me reach my highest all-time stage live. That was really cool. So I earned some silver Neris chests along the way. Let's see what I get. If I get a shiny. Hashtag streamer luck, right? It's happened before. I've pulled a natural event shiny on stream, I think 3 times. Okay, let's do golds. Boom. If I can just get the epic that I'm missing, I'll be happy. Nope. Ugh. Darn. I'm gonna have to do another Neris time gate. No, I don't want to reset yet. Alright, now I'll switch back to the other game. Oh, hey! I earned an achievement while it was running in the background, thanks to my Mage Hand. My friend Mage Hand. Total stunner. Alright, let's move forward. I'll take this one. This one. Yeah. That should do it. Okay. So we got a pile of questions here. Let me see if I can't just bust through as many of these as I can in the next few minutes so we can kind of catch things up to speed. So we did that one. Alright, number 12, End Dust. Should we respec the blessing now for Start Strong? Respec the blessing? Like, remove it? No. If you have enough currency to pick up the Start Strong blessing, which is right here, it's the Tier 4 Global Blessing for Grand Tour, the Sword Coast, the Torm's Favor. Start all events with 2,500 more event tokens. If you can afford this right now, and it won't, like, totally break the bank for you, for favor, get it. Yeah, now would be the time. If you can afford that, get it before the event starts. Because then you will get an extra 2,500 event tokens to spend right at the beginning, which is how I'm able to instantly get started on the event on my main account. You'll see that later today for my second show. I'll already have enough to start. Dradok question, at what point should I use the bounty contracts? Right when the event starts or a bit further on? I mean, it really depends. Like, if you want to maximize, like, the efficiency of your bounty contracts, you would want to use them, like, when you are at your furthest point in an adventure, your wall, so that you can eke out a little bit more gold and thus divine favor. But that's not going to get you more event tokens. So If all you care about is the event tokens themselves, use them immediately. As when the event is live, not right now. When the event is live in 4 hours and 20 minutes, good number, then use them then. ACDC 4223. Oh, that's fun to say. ACDC 4223. Question, does the new champion in an event cost always twice as many tokens as the two older ones? Yeah, that has been the case for a while, and presumably will continue to be the case. Monkey Porter. Do you earn tokens for multiple parties, or only one? You earn, your account earns event tokens, not your party. So it doesn't matter how many background parties you have running. You get the same. You get the same event tokens, period. It's for your account, not for your party. Code Hybrid. You don't use Briv for gem farm? There's this whole thing. There's this whole, like, document to read through. People smarter than... I have never claimed to be the smartest person playing this game. I do claim to be the most impassioned. The most enthusiastic. And I think I've proven that at this point, now that I actually work for the company. But I'm not the smartest. Other people smarter than me have written out a guide for, like, take Briv and do a push, and you want to go, like, as far as you can and, like, find a sweet spot between Briv, like, gaining stacks of Netherese steel, and then write that number down and make that your reset point, and it's like that's the maximum efficiency if you have a good Briv. I don't want to do that. I prefer to keep things simple. So, no, I don't subscribe to Briv gem farming. Other people do, and they get some pretty sweet gains out of it, from what I've seen. But it's a little over my head, and it also seems a little tedious to set up. I respect it, but it's not for me. Which goes in line with, like, what I'm always talking about. My other soapbox thing I always get on top of. This is a video game. Play it the way you want to play it. As long as the way that you want to play it doesn't infringe on anyone else's fun. Make it yours. Do what you want. You want optimal plays? Awesome! Heck yeah! There'll be a ton of people that want to talk to you about optimizing your formation. Do you just want to put, like, all the heroes of the plains out on the field and no one else? Even though there's no DPS character in the Heroes of the Plains affiliation? And just play the game that way? Okay. That is equally valid. There's no problem with that. It's a video game. And it's a non-competitive video game. So do whatever you want. What I want is not tedium. I want to avoid tedious, onerous tasks like Briv stacking, Briv speed farming, whatever it's called. Briv auto farming? I don't know. Everyday J. Question, will there be a free time gate weekend between the Simroll and Winter Shield events? I see the listing for the next time gate is 30 days from now. I just want a confirmation that has been postponed until after both events. Alright, Everyday J, listen up. This is what I'm allowed to say. The in-game timer for time gates that says the next time gate is in 30 days, roughly, is correct. End of statement. That's what I'm allowed to say. Moving on. Endust. Do you wait in the event to hit your wall, then open the contract? Well, like I said, if you're a newer player, then you should do that, honestly, because you'll get a little more bang for your buck that way. But if you're a more established player, I really wouldn't worry about it. At the start of an event, I just start dropping contracts everywhere. on my main account. On my new account, this one that you're currently looking at, you're going to see me do things differently. You'll see me actually, like, wait until I'm a little further in, and then I'll use them. Like, I'll show you, starting tomorrow morning, because this morning show is happening before the event today. But tomorrow, the event will be live for the morning show, because the event starts later today. Okay? So I got my afternoon show to cover the new content that's coming. Yorvin, the Haragon Barbarian Druid, what's up? And then, tomorrow morning, I'll play the event with my new account, and Friday as well. And you'll see me do different strategies. Very different playstyles in each. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Bushman. For gem chest farming on your main account, why Cursed Farmer? I thought Mad Wizard was a standard farm run. So, I've heard through the grapevine, little birdies have told me that Cursed Farmer might be more efficient, more optimal if you have Whittle. Like, if you have Whittle and your speedsters are geared up properly. Like, if you have some level of speed efficiency on your team that specifically includes Whittle, I've seen it mentioned, then you might be better off in Cursed Farmer than you are in Mad Wizard. So what you're seeing me do on my main account is I'm testing that. Plus, honestly, it's just a nice change of pace. I get sick of beating up that old man. I feel so sorry for him. He's gone through so much. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? We are not beating this warg. It's not happening. We're gonna need to go back and farm. Okay. Jay is messaging me. Jay has gone back up to where I am currently in the question document and like broken out a line separately to write in all caps, "You feel sorry for him, huh? Are you about to break out the Maddest Wizard again?" I might. Come at me. Yeah, Lurking Writer is referring to Battle Ball. If you go back and watch our VOD, our recording for Extra Life 2021, I ran a segment. I hosted a D&D game for Sean and Jay and Nick and Rudrum and Alexis, one of our artists. They played as characters from the game, and I had them play in a comedy action arena battle spectacular, which culminated in they had to face the Maddest Wizard, who is like the Super Saiyan ultimate form of the Mad Wizard. And it was really funny. Go back and check out that segment. It was like 2 hours. Like a little bit under 2 hours. But it was very, very funny. Okay, so while they farm again, I'll switch back to my main game. We'll go shiny hunting now, while I answer more questions. There we go. Alright, more questions. Sequoia, what will be your first few targeted unlocks on the new account? It's probably going to be a compromise between 3 different approaches, 3 different like philosophies here. So 1, I want speed champions, because more speed, more gems, more chests, more gains more quickly, so I can catch up to things faster. 2, strong characters, champions that are very strong, very popular in the current meta. I'm talking Orkira, I'm talking Averin, And I'm talking, like, other characters that I'm just kind of, like, used to using, who are also very strong, like Ayla. One of my favorite tanks, supports, debuffers in the game, because she's so stupid easy to use. I love Ayla. And 3, getting at least one swap for every bench slot, so that I can get to split the party as quickly as possible. Right? So, it's going to be kind of finding some happy medium, some Venn diagram sweet spot of all 3 of those. That's going to be what ends up being my priorities for new unlocks. Fennec, question, aren't you basically the first familiar, so you're in game? The Mage Hand? That's funny. Let's see. It is a hand, and it's blue. And that blue is like my preferred color scheme. So it's a stretch, but sort of. I will say that that was absolutely not the intent behind the Mage Hand familiar. The Mage Hand familiar is not in any way intended to be a representation of me. And I feel like it would be in poor taste for me to claim the Mage Hand as my representation. You know, that feels weird. I don't want to do that. But if you want to make that your headcanon, okay, cool. Christopher Scale, question, who do you think is the most interesting, if not necessarily optimal DPS? Okay. The answer to that will always be, secret DPS characters. Secret DPS characters are always the most interesting, because they're not meant to be a DPS character, and yet they are. Try Paulton DPS was like the original secret DPS. Paulton DPS can be amusing. Penelope DPS is probably the most hilarious, because she is tiny and adorable, and she will beat you to death. Making Penelope your designated DPS is really funny. And then Hitch. Hitch is a really strong DPS, except he's not listed as a DPS. He used to be. Hitch used to be listed as a DPS support. Now he's just a support. I have no idea why they took DPS off of him, because he's definitely still a very good DPS. So yeah, try those. Try those. Yeah, Paulton's secret DPS came before Hitch lost his DPS tag. So Paulton's the original secret DPS. Merrick, so today's Simroll is my first event. Nice! That means you're pretty new, so welcome to Idle Champions. I'm pretty sure Daddies is retired today, and thus no Daddies in the event. Is that right? Let me see. Let me pull up my own Champions visual aid here to make sure. Bloop, 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 bloop. Where's that Simroll? There it is. Oh yeah, Daddies is retired. Warden will be retired, yeah. Yeah, you'll have access to Krull in slot 6, Lucius in slot 7, and Yorvin, the new character, Murder Bunny, for whatever slot Yorvin is in. I can't remember off the top of my head. Cool Bond. See any games? Collect the chest, please. Oh, yeah, okay. I've already claimed it. I've already claimed it. Just the message is still popping up, and I don't know why. That's annoying. I'll remove the whole top bar. Yeah, Krull is an extremely powerful champion to pick up, both for pushing and for gold. So, get Krull. Don't miss Krull. Is that Diane? D-Lame? I'm not sure. I'm going to say D-Lame. What is the event? Is my first. Cool. So, events are time-limited campaigns that occur in the game. Once the event is live, you'll need to, like, restart your game, but you'll see it as an option on this banner list on your map. You'll see it as an option over here. It will say Simril, S-I-M-R-I-L. That's the name of the event. And basically, you'll have the opportunity to unlock 3 new characters for you. 2 of them are older, 1 will be brand new, never seen before. And you'll also have the opportunity to collect gear for them to gear them up. Really make them contributing members of your team. And it's permanent unlocks. You'll have them forever. You'll have them forever. Won't you be my friend is now a threat. That's good. That's good, Cruciferous. Yeah. But to pay for your event, you have to use an in-game currency referred to as event tokens. The specific type of tokens is different for each event. But whatever they're called for Simril, I don't remember. Whatever they're called for Simril, you'll need to collect them over the course of time. Like, you'll just get them. Enemies drop them, basically. As you kill enemies, they'll drop them. And you get 1 every 25 seconds. Even if you're not killing enemies, you'll still get event tokens. When you've collected enough, then you can pay for doing one of the unlock adventures for a champion, or for one of their adventure variants. Like, if you've already completed their unlock adventure, you can do a variant of that adventure, which is more difficult because there's more restrictions imposed on you, just like there are variants for regular adventures, non-event campaigns in the game. But with a reward at the end of getting a gold chest for specifically gear for that character. You can also do free plays, which will also cost event tokens. Free plays rewards you with either a silver chest for that champion, containing only gear for that champion, or a gold chest for that champion, containing only gear for that champion. However, it's random whether you get a silver or a gold. There is some, like, behind-the-scenes math that kind of helps you. Like, if you get 3 silvers in a row, then you're guaranteed to get a gold on your next free play. But you don't get to see that number happening. You just, like, keep track of it yourself. But yeah, that's basically how events work in a nutshell. There's some more nuance to it, but we can talk about it more in depth later today for my afternoon show, or, well, probably tomorrow morning and Friday morning, since the event will be live for my new account. I can talk about it there as well. Monkey Porter, do event tokens carry over the next year, or do they disappear when the event ends? They do not carry over! Alert! Alert! PSA! Alert! Event tokens do not carry over to the next event, or even to next year's same event. They do not carry over. They go poof at the end. When the event closes, any event tokens that you've acquired are gonzo. Gone. So, spend them. Use them or lose them. Bangela 007. I know it's probably an idiot question. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You could ask me, like, I don't know, what's my favorite type of window? It's not a stupid question, it's just a question. Don't downplay yourself. Anyway, how can I acquire or obtain the second party? Because I have just started playing the game, but I really like the idea of having 2 parties. Ah, cool. Okay. So you're asking about how to access multi-party mode. Stained glass windows, no questions. Cool. I like that people have actually start talking about Windows now. Whatever. Chat's gonna be chat, and I love you for that. Honestly, it's a delight. How do you get multi-party mode? So that's this, adventuring parties. You need to reach, I think it's at least stage 66 in any adventure, any of them at all, and then you'll get access to this button. And then when you click on that button, you'll see something like this. It'll have this on it, unlock a new party. It will prompt you with the opportunity to play an adventure called Split the Party. You have to complete that adventure in order to actually unlock your second party. But there's a catch. You can't start that adventure until you have at least 2 characters in every slot. By slot, I mean these boxes down here. There's 12 of them. There's 12 of these boxes. These are called bench slots. So you need Brunor and someone else. You need Celeste and someone else. You need Nayeli and someone else. You need Jarlaxle and someone else, etc. All the way out to slot 12, where you need Archon and someone else. Once you have at least 2 in every bench slot, then you are allowed to begin the challenge of Split the Party. It can be difficult. You might need to ask for advice. Good luck. And if you want suggestions on what characters to collect for each slot, just ask. People have opinions. IKEA87 question. If you reforge a leveled up legendary, will it stay at that level or reset to 1? Let's find out! Don't say I never did anything for you, chat. Let's find out together. I need to do a reforge anyway because I've never done it. I don't have the achievement for reforging. So, let's do that together. Now, I can't reforge any of these because my Ashar is complete. So I'll need to use one. I need to reforge something on someone who isn't complete and who also is not level 1. So I think that's only my Brunor's Axe. I think this is the only one I could do. So, this is currently a level 2 legendary. Let's reforge it. It's giving me increased damage of all dwarf champions by 300%. Alright, so I'm actually going to spend my hard-earned scales, my currency, to do this. Yeah. Why not, right? It's worth... Any sacrifice is worth answering even one question. Let's go. It's still level 2. It's a different effect, and it's level 2. It kept the level. It kept the level. Huzzah. So there. That answers your question. You're welcome, IKEA. Oh, I can still reforge Ashara? Really? I just assumed that I couldn't because she's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you get... Can you get the same? Wait, hold up. That's for wisdom, that's lawful, that's female, that's Aarakocra, all champ damage, and that's charisma. So that's all of them. But is it... You can get the same effect multiple times? Oh god. This changes everything. My god. I didn't know that. That's wild. I'm gonna have to rethink some things about my forge plans. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, huh. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, IKEA, when you reforge something, it stays at the level that it's at. It just changes the effect. Orion the Wise. Does Briv jumped areas count for complete X areas patron challenges? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to that one. A good show to ask that on would be Weekly Patronage. I would assume that it wouldn't count. Because you're not actually completing those areas, you're skipping them. People in chat are saying that they don't count. Yeah, 3 different people. Yeah. Yeah, and those are all regulars, too. Like, if folks in chat are saying that it doesn't count, then, yeah, I would defer to their judgment. Thank you, chat. Star Chaser, chat, here's an awful little idea. Alright. So, Star Chaser is about to share an idea here for something for me to do on episode 100. Because that's coming up. This is episode 91. Later today is episode 92. And we do this daily, so episode 100 is, I believe, Friday next week. December 17th. So, chat, if you have ideas for something cool for us to do for episode 100, tell me. I'm interested. Hit me up on, like, posting in Discord would be the best way, because Twitch chat will just, like, vanish in the ether. Unless Jay wants to catch suggestions for me for that, which I'd appreciate, but no pressure, you don't have to. But Star Chaser says, how about on episode 100, Mars shares virtual cups of tea with chat? Maybe a poll once in a while for the type of tea. Yeah, like we could have ourselves a little tea party. Oh. The problem is that Twitch polls are limited to 5 options per poll. And I have over 100 varieties of tea. That's a lot! That's a lot. I'll think about it. It's not bad, I'll think about it. Cool Bond, any reason you've not claimed today's event chest? For my main account, I mean, this was earlier, obviously, but the question was actually asked. I've claimed it, probably since that question was asked. But for my new account on Epic, I am specifically not getting promotions. So, like, I'm not doing year-end celebration. I'm not doing anniversary celebration when that runs around. I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to go out of my way to grab extra stuff like that. I'm trying to play a more vanilla, new free-to-play player experience, if that makes any sense. Because playing into using those promotions, basically like timestamps, like this new player experience is only reflective of the new player experience at the time that this account was running. But I want it to at least be a useful thing to look at a little bit beyond the now. It would be cool if people could, like, a year from now, look back on these episodes and look at my new player account and still learn something from it. So I'm trying to stick to pretty much only getting my Electrum chest codes. Speaking of which, I should actually do that. Oh, and for that matter, I was going to go shiny hunting, and I still haven't actually done so. What? Okay. Streamer luck. We're back, baby. And there goes chat. Are you kidding me? Not kidding. You know, what's fun, one thing that I was thinking about doing is like a clip show for episode 100. So I went through and like dug up a lot of my favorite clips that you guys have made from the last 100 episodes, and just kind of whittled it down to like 10 or a dozen or so. And we'll watch those for episode 100 together and just enjoy those moments together. But that also meant that I had to watch them again, and oh my god, the streamer luck really is real. I have had so many, like, high luck moments on this show. It's incredible. Oh. Alright, there we go. Yep. I am hunting for Xeraphon shinies, so okay. Here's another one. I'll go down to 2,000 and stop. And then I'll go down to 1,000 tomorrow morning. Mars! Jay, I don't know what to tell you. This is my life. It only happens when I'm streaming, too. Of course, it's also part of his confirmation bias, because I don't open up, like, thousands of chests when I'm not streaming. I just open up, like, a few. This is why I agree to 6 streams a week. My nefarious plan comes to fruition. There's my absurd villain voice. Apologies. Hope you enjoyed that, but if you didn't, apologies. I'm sure for some of you it might have been a little grating. Evil laughs are the most fun laughs. So this is called shiny hunting, if you haven't seen it. Which is basically just opening up tons of chests all at once. It's a 1 in 1,000 chance that you'll get a shiny in a chest. So the math works out that you should, but you're not guaranteed to get a shiny in 1 out of every 1,000 chests. Which is why I'm opening up... There we go. I just opened up like 1,150 silver chests, and I got 2 shinies out of it. Which is very much above average. So I'll take it! Oh-ho! Alright, let's switch back to my new account, because that's where the fun stuff is happening now. Yeah. Alright, let's move forward again. Oh, we can get Makos in here now. What's up? Okay. Put a hitch back in. Let's do that, let's do that, let's do that, let's do that. Okay. And hopefully this will be enough. Can we kill the little ones? Kill the little ones. Yeah, don't worry, Jay is catching your questions. I'm just a little slow to get to them sometimes, because I get so distracted. I love this video game, and I like to have fun with it. And this boss is a little frightening. Just a little bit. Is Makos higher? No. Is Ashara higher? No. Really? Oh, we don't have Paragon yet. Yeah, okay. I don't know if we're gonna beat this. It's dicey. It's real dicey. Naeli is trying to hang in there, but I have concerns. Come on. Come on, you can do it. If we can get it down to like, yeah, like 3/4. Come on, there's the shield again. Whew! Really glad I took the more often shields on Calliope. Hang in there, hang in there. Whoo! Shield, thank you. Okay, good. This is, oh, okay, stun. Heal. There's a shield. Wait for it. Okay. Ultimate shield. Good. It'll take another hit. Okay, now push back and activate the others. Oh, did that work? Did that work? Okay, hey, chat, real quick. I had no idea if I was actually going to be able to pull this off. Look at that. It's not even approaching. I haven't figured out exactly why this happens yet. But I noticed this on my last new player account from like September. That I guess with a familiar clicking on them, using Ashara's ultimate to push them back, while you also hit them with other ultimates, it just causes the boss to just get totally locked up. And now we can just whittle them down. Like, he's not stunned. It's just, like, I'm guessing his walking animation is being interrupted. It doesn't work every time, but it's working for now. I'll take it. I'll take it. So we're gonna get past this boss at least, but I don't think we're getting any further, honest. What are we sitting at? 597 Torn's favor? Cool. Okay. That's pretty good. Not bad. Yeah, trying to recover from the Ashara push but never reaches the right frame. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's getting, like, animation cycle locked because it's getting interrupted constantly. Because, like, these old adventures didn't have familiars. They just have, like, perfectly consistent clicking every time. Or something like that. Anyway. Oh, goodness, the questions have piled up. Okay. Alright, watch me. Questions. Let's blitz these things. Irian, question. How would Briv gem farming even work? Surely he'd skip half the bosses, there'd be no gems. No, you still get gems. You still get rewards. You get all of the rewards that you would get for skipping bosses. You lose nothing. That's why people love Briv so much. Yisur Knight. Do you think it's worth it to open time gates for Warden or buy them from Mert? So, just real quick, the question asker did say buy him from Mert. I want to make it very clear, because these things matter. It's my show, and I can say what I have my opinion. My opinion matters. Warden is non-binary, so correct would be they, them, not he, him. That being said, Warden's awesome! Warden is absolutely awesome. I would say do time gate for Warden. Yeah. Like, you could get Warden by getting the patron skin, and thus getting... See, one of the patrons... Oh, we can't look at it right here. We can't look at it there because I don't have any of them unlocked, but one of the patrons has a skin for Warden available in the patron shop. And if you buy that skin, you'll also unlock Warden for free. But Warden is so good, so useful, I would recommend picking them up from a time gate. Just to get them that much earlier. Mert has the skin. Thank you, Steven Rogers. USA. Not Steven Rogers, Canada. Steven Rogers, USA. Okay. But yeah, I would totally do Warden time gate. I'm probably going to do Warden time gate on this new account. It's likely. Cuffbox, what are distractions? Birds, beetles, bunnies, and boblins. I wanted to say another B one, but I couldn't think of one, so. The non-enemy things, like this bird, boop, that's a distraction. Distractions drop money. D-Steve, will there be prerequisites to unlock the new champions? You just have to do their unlock adventure. It's the only prerequisite, yeah. So is there, like, other stuff to do? Like, you gotta, like, you must complete this challenge and forfeit 19 silver chests, and no, nothing, you just do the unlock adventure and that's it. Narwhal's in a trench coat. It's a great name. Is the reset point for Curse Farmer the same as for Mad Wizard 30s and 80s? No, it would just be, like, whatever boss stage that you can reach highest with your click damage. Yeah. So no, it's not the same. It's just out of habit, I'm still doing 30s and 80s, but you really don't have to. Jester98125, question, so will the content be different from your morning show than your afternoon show? Yes, but only, like, somewhat, really? So, like, Wednesday at noon Pacific time is when new stuff comes out, whether it's an event or it's an update to non-event stuff, like, oh, here's some more adventures for Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Or, oh, here's a brand new system, we're calling it the Trials of Mount Tiamat. That stuff always comes out Wednesdays at noon Pacific time, and I know my formation's dying. I was expecting this. My afternoon show is exactly 1 hour after those updates go live. So it is a prime opportunity. I get first dibs. Baby, I get first dibs. And I love that. I get to play the new stuff first and stream it first. And that feels really, really good and exciting, and yay. So the afternoon show is always going to be a focus on the newest stuff. I'll still be answering questions. But yeah, like, it's gonna keep doing... It's gonna be like Mars Guiding Hand Classic. What I've been doing for 90 episodes. That's gonna be the afternoon show. The morning show is much of the same, but there's less pressure for showing off the new content. I can more freely play with it. Do stuff like the new player account, and, yeah, probably just get through more questions in general. But it's going to be an evolving thing. Because, one, I was not expecting this. Eric just pulled me into his office 10 minutes before I was running Battle Ball for Extra Life. Eric asked me to step into his office, and I did, and he offered me the full-time job. And I was not expecting it. So... we're still figuring it out. We're still figuring it out. It's going to be an evolving process over time. We will grow together. Your opinions matter. Like, what you think about this show, what I'm doing, how we can make things better, those things matter. I love getting feedback from you all. Let's see, what else? McDonald, question, any way of getting missed Year's End Festival chests? Life happened, missed the first 4. How to approach this? Because now I'm an employee of the company. Officially, no. Next question. Loki Gromrel, silver or golden chest for shiny hunting? Silvers. Because you just want to open, like, as many chests as possible. You can get 10 silvers for the price of 1 gold. So, go silvers. For hunting shinies specifically. Siastic Boy, any news on colorblind mode? Ugh, I wish, right? Like, I'm colorblind. I struggle with this. I have corrective glasses that help me. I never wear them on stream because you wouldn't be able to see my eyes at all, and that'd be weird. Because they basically look like sunglasses. But, I don't know, it might look cool. What's up? I'm a cool guy now. But, I have no news to share on a colorblind mode. But, that matters to me on a personal level, so I will poke them about it. It's the end of the year, so I'm not expecting to hear anything, but, I mean, maybe, we'll see. Never give up hope, right? I've been hoping for a colorblind settings for years. The Real Scary Norm. What's the most common spec for Kron? I think it's Firebolt. I think the most common one that I see people take is Firebolt, but I'm not a Kron expert. Other people definitely are. But I would say, in my experience, what I see people posting, most common is Firebolt. Squirm question, split the party is deadly for me. What's going to change that? More gear? No. Difficulty is gated, it's decided entirely by your favor. But split the party, you have 0 favor, and there's no way of gaining more favor. Split the party is always going to say deadly. So just try it. Good luck. You can't get favor. Doorbell streams, my occasional accidental DPS is Sasaspia. Nice. I'm too good at formation building to oops a DPS most of the time, but Sasaspia is so ridiculous. Yeah, I remember when Sasaspia came out, and like people were looking at all of her upgrades and being like, wow, this Snake Lady gets a lot of self-damage upgrades. Like, a lot. So yeah, Sasaspia is another secret DPS that you could try. Reaver. Who would you think is friendlier, Penelope or Mr. Rogers? Penelope. I love Mr. Rogers. I really do. Huge impact for me growing up. I watched so much Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood as a kid. So much. That being said, Mr. Rogers is also, at the end of the day, only human. And we shouldn't deify a person like that, you know? We put them up on a pedestal so high that they cannot be at fault. I think Mr. Rogers himself would be opposed to that. Penelope is a fantasy fiction character. And so we can do that with her. We have seen her attempt to befriend one of the most evil entities in all of D&D lore, Tiamat herself. That's, wow. That's quite a trophy for attempted friendship. Yeah, so I'm gonna say Penelope. Let's see, we covered the Reforged on Ashar earlier. Question from Fennec: since I got none of the Cimmeral event champs, should I specialize into one or try to get some equipment for all of them? Yeah, definitely unlock them all. Get equipment for all of them, and if you're going to specialize in any one in particular, it's going to be either Krull or Yorvin, the new champion, the bunny, battle bunny, murder bunny. Scary rabbit. Tricks are not for kids. It's just that jury's out on whether Yorvin's going to be actually worth it or not yet, well, I mean, obviously it's worth it, but I mean, like, as your number one priority. Because Krull sets a high bar to compete with. Yorvin's got some competition if they want to be your priority. But not Lucius. Sorry. No, not Lucius. Nobis. Lucius is fine, but Krull's better. Nobis, question. I'm about to unlock my first 2 patrons. Which I should go for... Oh, Nobis. You asked this last episode, and I answered it during my leftovers segment in my pre-stream today. So, I will reiterate what I said about an hour and a half ago, which is Mert. Because Mert's stage goal increase is overall lower than Vajra's stage goal increase, which means that Mert is overall easier to deal with than Vajra. That way, you'll have an easier time being your first patron, and you can kind of get used to playing with a patron enabled that way. It's not, I wouldn't call it like easy mode for patrons, but I would say that Mert is easier, for the most part, than the other patrons. Twitch username is needed. This is question 50. Nice. Is Reforged something that needs to be unlocked? Reforge is unlocked at the exact same time that you unlock the Trials of Mount Tiamat game system. So you need to complete the Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus campaign story, which is doing all the base adventures. There's 20 of them in that campaign, Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. When you completed that, you'll gain access to Trials of Mount Tiamat. You have to beat an adventure called the Mad God, accessed through the Trials of Mount Tiamat menu. Once you've completed the Mad God adventure, you'll unlock the Trials of Mount Tiamat system in True, and you will simultaneously unlock the Legendary Forge system. Okay, doorbell streams. By the way, Epic gives you free stuff whether you want it or not. It's just in your inventory when you log in. Yeah, so that's the thing. I can remove that. Because I'm an employee of the company now, I have admin access. I can, like, get into my account and take things away from myself. So I can force a more fair experience of the game onto myself. Tyranno, Mars, do you just really like Brunor or just starting a slot 1 making legendaries? Yeah, it's out of respect for the tutorial dwarf we all know and love. The OG champion, #1, ID #1 champion in the game. Out of respect for Brunor, I am legendarying all of Brunor's stuff. And then, yeah, I'm just going to go through all the cores. And then, yeah, I'll just go through everybody. I'm not going to worry about leveling them up. I'm just going to hit up, like, all right, this week I'm doing these 4 legendaries. I figure if I'm doing 4 legendaries, like 4 new forges per week, then I will eventually catch up. Tabarja, are you slicing out the new player account into separate videos? No. Should I? Would you like that? Is that something you would like? But currently, no. Jester98125, question, do the champions you use more get better equipment? Or does it just seem so? And if that is true, should I play the champions I don't use as often to get better equipment for them? No. Your use of champions, like your regular usage of champions, does not in any way influence the gear that you gain. It just doesn't. Okay, while these people are just farming in the background, I'll switch back to my main account since that's more action happening on the screen. It's more interesting. There we go. Delame, question, is worth buying a golden chest with gems? In my opinion, yeah, but it depends on like where you're at in your progression. If you're asking that question, it means you're still very early in the game. So we have Garwar and I. You might know Garwar. He has 2 shows. He has written literally hundreds of guides for the game. Garwar and I collaborated on a resource over a year ago now called the Gems Visual Aid, which needs to be updated, and I say that every time, and I will, probably over the holiday break, but the Gems Visual Aid is kind of like a crash course into teaching you how to think about your gem expenses, like what to focus on and why. It's not meant to be an objective, true, this is what you should do sort of thing. It's meant to just get you thinking, to help put your head in the right spot so that you're thinking about these things. So there's the Gems Visual Aid. You can access that through, we have a bot command, !ICVA. That's the letters ICVA. Thank you, captions. Yeah, so just write !ICVA. Put that into the chat. You'll get a link to all of my visual aids, and one of them is the Gems Visual Aid, which I made in collaboration with Garwar. So read through that one. The Real Scary Norm, question, how'd you get your start with CNE? Oh, man. Okay, real talk. I made my presence known enough that I was, on the Discord, I was promoted to a community leader. I was noted as a community leader. I have the proof for that right down here, community champion. This is a secret achievement that only community leaders get. It gives you nothing. See, all the others give you 5%, 1%, 1%, 1%. This gives you nothing. So this is just feel-good points. But it meant a lot to me at the time. And it still does. Which just made my name orange. And it just means, like, basically I'm cool, but I get nothing. Later, I stepped up to become a moderator for the Discord, as well as the Reddit, so that I could set up the auto-mod account on our Reddit and keep things a little bit more sane over there, because it was a wild frontier for a while. I'm the one responsible for putting together the Timegate thread that keeps everyone from posting like hundreds of different Timegate suggestions as individual posts every time a Timegate happens. That was too much. We have an auto-mod for that now. And I started streaming Idle Champions on my own Twitch account. Eventually, and I was doing these visual aid resources for the community, right? But, okay. This is so dorky. I made, like, a big, basically a poster. I made a poster using graphics from the game to show, like, this is what I've contributed to the community. Here's just, like, a bunch of cool stuff with the art at the bottom. I included my own character that I made, like, leading the charge against the Mad Wizard and stuff like that. And in the middle of this poster, I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter to C&E, basically asking for a job. And it was very non-specific. It was like, here's everything that I'm doing, and I love this game, and I want to work for you. I don't know what you would have me do, but I want in. And, like, looking back, it was, like, super unprofessional, right? It wasn't like I attached my resume. I was just this diehard fan who sent in basically a letter and, like, a child's drawing. Please, C&E, please, can I have a job? And of course they didn't. But the letter led to a phone call with Eric. Eric messaged me, and we had a phone call. And over the phone call, it was agreed that, like, they would like to offer me a show. And so I did that. I agreed to that. And we met for dinner at Gen Con in 2019 so that we could discuss more. And then eventually, Mars Guiding Hand officially began in January 2020. And it was awesome. And we've been doing it ever since. But then I kept going. I kept giving to the community. I kept making my presence known, like bigger, louder, more. Always hungry for more. I'm ambitious, man. And so that's what ultimately led to C&E opening the doors and saying, okay, fine, come on in. We'll give you a job. Thank you. Yeah. I feel like the fact that I actually was willing to fly out and be there in person for Extra Life was probably a big part of that. Like, I'm not just talk. Also action. K-Mouse, some question, can Potion of the Gem Hunter drop in any of the chests? No. No, it cannot. You cannot get a Potion of the Gem Hunter dropped in any chests at all. That's only from specific purchases that you can make with content packs, DLC, whatever you want to call it. Honda Hero question, I'm making a buy at the moment. Now that they actually work for C&E, does your creator code still work? Yes! This is another one I talked about during the pre-stream segment. As a heads up, if I don't get to your question by the end of the show, I try to tackle it during my little 5-minute countdown pre-stream before notifications go out. So if you're an early bird and you get here in the countdown time before the show actually goes live for realsies, then I might be tackling your question there. Anyway. But your question is basically, does my Epic Game Store creator code still work? Yes, it does. That's just Storyteller Mars, one word. And thank you for asking. If you want to support me, that's how you can do that. Obicorn, question, does the weekly email fall on a certain day? So it's always the weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but the way the system works is it's like first come, first serve. Unless they changed it, and I'm not aware that they changed it, but it's like, you sign up for the newsletter, the Hitch newsletter will just arrive within like a day, but then you'll start getting the weekend newsletters when they roll out. And they just roll out in like batches of like the first X number of people that signed up for emails. Here you go. The second X number of people that signed up for emails. Here you go. The third X number of people that signed up for emails. Here you go. I get 7 each weekend because I've made 7 accounts that have signed up for the newsletter. I have some accounts that haven't signed up, and I put them all in the same email. So I end up getting 7 that just happen over the course of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you don't have it by like Monday, then there's definitely a problem. Elian Blaze question, so for my second party, should I just worry about click damage and nothing else? Could I run it with 1 champion who never levels and 2 familiars? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people do exactly that. Actually, yeah, that's correct. Loki. Question, does this mean you will now have to run D&D games for work as well? I hope so. That's not technically in my contract, but I would if asked. Friday Clue. Question, is the background party symbol on champions in a different party being gray when not in the formation in the other party new? Yes! That is new. They did add that. Thranos, here's a random question. If you're going to spend some money in the shop to support the game, what are the best value packs to buy? Any of them that say Founders Pack. So, like, Modron Founders Pack, Trials Mount Tiamat, like, Founders Pack, or whatever. I think that's one of them. And just the actual Founders Pack, end of name. There's a new Founders Pack every year. That is the most cost-effective pack to pick up. That's always like $20, but you get the most content for those. The Lurking Rider. Sasaspia is great with a huge fire breath potion. Referencing Battle Ball again? Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, and thank you, Jay. No worries. Yeah, I'm keeping track of it all. Yeah. But yeah, Sasaspia with the nuclear boop. Boop! That was incredible. The final attack in the Battle Ball game was Sasaspia absolutely destroying the Mantis Wizard. Yeah, the true secret DPS. Ultimate DPS Sasaspia. Beware her burning finger. Boop. Amazing. Yggdrasil. Oh, I love your name. Love your name. All the mythology around Yggdrasil, the World Tree, love that stuff. Ever since Tales of Symphonia. I have 5,000 silver chests. Is there a trick to open more than 50 chests or another faster option to open chest? Nope. Sorry. Back in the day, you could only open one chest at a time. It was awful. So be thankful that we can do 50. It's way better. Yeaster Knight, do you think a time gate must be closed before or after Area 300? No? There's nothing special about Area 300 specifically, so I'm not sure why you're asking that. And also from Yeaster Knight, does the event close time gates? No, it does not. You can have a time gate open while an event is running. Jason Henke, your story about using this game to help with mental health was a great aid to me in my PTSD. It got me through the night. I haven't slept, but it kept me distracted, and I'm grateful. I used it because of your sharing in chat the other day. Wow. Thanks for saying that, Jason. I really appreciate that. Mental health is so important, and it needs to be talked about openly more than it currently is. This is why my favorite show on the channel isn't my show. It's Champions of Psychology. Speaking of, Jason, if you haven't caught that show, absolutely do so, because that show is specifically about mental health. I think it'd be right up your alley. And I often moderate for that one. But anyway. Idle Champion saved my life. So. It's a big deal for me. And I'm glad that what I'm doing is helping you. Just like Idle Champions itself has helped me. And just the community of the game itself has also helped me. Because it makes me feel like, I don't know, I have a community that I belong to. I've never had that before Idle Champions. Music's too loud? Okay. I'll turn it down a little. That might be too much, but we'll see. Show's almost over anyway. Thank you, Jason. Vampire. Question. I wasn't aware you could sign up multiple accounts with a single email. If one does this, is there a chance you can accidentally, or intentionally I suppose, redeem 2 different codes for the same weekend on one account? It'll prevent you. You can only redeem one newsletter code on the same account. You can't do like... I can't get like all 7 of my newsletter codes in my main account. I tried once upon a time. It doesn't work. It just doesn't. Hell nah, dude. What are your thoughts on Xeraphon, Mr. Mars? Xeraphon's cool. Xeraphon's a lot of work to get up to speed. Like, one, to understand how they work, and two, then to actually put that into play, to actually use them. The thing about Xeraphon is that by the time you have unlocked Xeraphon, by the time you've actually earned them, you should already know what you're doing. Because it's actually quite difficult to unlock them in the first place. The fact that you can unlock Xeraphon means you're ready for Xeraphon. And I like that. I like, it feels like that's intentional. Oh, what's up, TTRPG Gifts? Great to see you. Welcome to my morning show! Yeah. I like Xeraphon. The thing about Xeraphon being in slot 7 is that Xeraphon is up against some really intense competition for support. Freely. I'm talking about Freely. Yeah. Freely is still your go-to for gold. Absolutely, because Xeraphon's not going to help you with that. But for support, I have seen Xeraphon support do some nasty things. I've seen like an E22 buff coming out of a Xeraphon before that someone posted. Woo! That's not small numbers, that's big numbers. So, Xeraphon is strong, but not like game-breaking strong, but like up there, like ready to fight with the big names, but not the all-time new hotness, is what I'm saying. So, difficult to unlock? Sure, but worth it. That's my opinion on Xeraphon currently. Xeraphon is absolutely an active play character. Catch-23, yes. Extremely agreed. Yeah, Knockout Panda also. Very min-max and setup required. Yeah, you need to know what your formation is going to look like at the end of the run if you plan on using Xeraphon. You need to know your formation inside and out if you're going to be using Xeraphon. Yeah, and my Xeraphon even has, like, just very low item levels. Yeah, nothing's even over level 100 yet. Compared with my other evergreens, like my Ashara is over 5,000. So, yeah, Rajuvi, just more item levels is going to make Xeraphon even more worth it. Yeah. That takes us to 71 questions, which might be a new record for me. Especially considering, like, I've also gone over game content and gone off on my trademark wild tangents a number of times now. So I feel like today's going really well, actually. Yeah. So we'll be wrapping up here pretty soon then, because in case you don't know, there's a show after me today. There's a show after me today. I've talked about this before. I think on Monday I recommended this show. At the end of my show, I said, check out Formation Save sometime. Well, guess what? Formation Save's coming up next, and I'm going to be moderating for it. Yeah, I'm going straight from doing a show to producing one. So, whew. That'll be quite a jump. Shifting from streamer brain to production brain is not easy. Keith G, question, can you get golden epics and golden chests? No, you cannot get them from gold chests. Good question. You can get shinies, but you cannot get goldens. I can see where the confusion would come from, like why you would assume that, but no. You do not. By the way, this is little thing. Something to look forward to going into 2022. This box is entirely filled with new teas that I've never had before. So in 2022, Mars Guiding Hand, we're going to be trying a bunch of new teas together. Look forward to that. They're all from Friday afternoon, by the way, because I really do like that tea maker very, very much. Once again, as a little last reminder here, now that we're at the tail end of the show, if you have suggestions for episode 100 of Mars Guiding Hand, please let me know. Post it in Twitch chat, message me on Discord, whatever. Find a way to get in touch with me. Send me your thoughts. I want to make it fun. I want to make it engaging for you all. Right now I'm thinking like special chest code, giveaways, a clip show reaction party kind of thing would be fun. Yeah. And definitely a lot of tea. So, we're going to make it a party. We're going to have a fun time with it. Especially because, like, it's the end of the year. We should have fun with it. I need some t-shirts. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Let's wrap up a little bit early. Because I'm a little paranoid about making sure that formation save has the time that they need to get ready and go. I like your idea of T codes. I'm gonna write that down. The Earl Grey thing made me laugh, Vampire. It's funny. Alright, so thank you once again everyone for joining me for this episode of Mars Guiding Hand. I have been Mars, and I will continue to be Mars. I hope to see you all again next time. Which is, funny enough, later today. It's a two-parter. Wednesdays, you get me twice. It's a sandwich. I'm the buns. Make sure to check out all the other awesome shows that we have here. Coming up next, we've got Formation Save. So if you want Sean and Taylor, who know this game inside and out, to help you directly with your game by using a copy of your game that fixes your formations and shows you, like, this is how you could be doing better. It's really cool. It's a very unique thing. It's like no other Twitch show out there that can do this, so check it out. That's coming up right after this. You can follow Idle Champions on social media. Join our community everywhere. Seriously, we're like everywhere. Just whatever social media you use, just search Idle Champions. You'll find us. You can find me on Twitter, @RyanBlakeHall. It says my name right down here. Just call me Mars, though. That's my preference. Thank you to Codename Entertainment, as always. Thank you to my moderator today, Jay, for doing what you do. Couldn't do it without you. Like, literally, I just couldn't. And thank you to the community for supporting me, for always being there. You're just as important as I am. Wherever you are in the multiverse, be safe, be kind, make the world a better place as much as you can. And until next time, until later today, look sharp. See ya. The T-Lord? You guys crack me up. Love you.